What really appeals to me for a career in franchising is the opportunity to own my own business and to build financial security. I have friends that own their own franchises, and they've been able to build a business of their own, something that they can go and turn the key every day and feel like they're doing meaningful work. And then they've also gotten good financial security from it as well. I was fortunate that I've been a franchisee in the past, but I still wanted to take the course because I wanted to see if there was some information out there that I didn't already know. And after I took the course at Haslam, I really determined that yes, there was information about franchising that I didn't know, even having been a franchisee. So I was able to really kind of sharpen my knowledge base and get up to date with current status of the franchising landscape. And I felt like it was a really good, solid base for understanding what it's like to be a franchisee in today's age. About 10 years ago, I bought and had my own restaurant franchise. And honestly, it failed. And it was a hard thing to go through. But I still wanted to try it again. I wanted to be a franchisee. Uh, and that's why I decided to check out the Haslam franchise certification, because I felt like maybe there was something in my first attempt that I didn't know about. Maybe there was some hidden roadblocks that I might be able to find out. And so that's why I took the course. And it turns out that there really was some information that I was lacking. And I really got, up to speed on where things are in today's day and age with franchising, the regulations and rules. And I thought it was very impactful. One of the things about being in the military is that you get very comfortable with policies and procedures and standard operating procedures. And that's really what a franchise is like. You're taking a business that already exists, that has a playbook, and you're learning how to execute on that. And so the course was very helpful in kind of reiterating that and understanding that this is when you're entering into a franchise, you're not just able to go out and do whatever you want to do. You're getting a defined set of playbook from the franchisor, and you have to be willing to work within that parameter. And I think that the course was really helpful to understanding how that is different than, say, owning your small business from scratch and coming up with an idea completely on your own. I thought it was really great, the interactions with my other classmates. So there were people there that had already been very successful in their own businesses, and they were looking to potentially franchise their own concepts. And then there were people like me that were looking to buy into a franchise. There were people like me who had actually had a franchise and been unsuccessful. So really, we had a very diverse group of people who all contributed to the learning experience. The other thing that I really took away from the course was how to finance getting a franchise. So they brought in guest speakers who were involved in small business lending, and they were really impactful in helping us to understand, okay, you've decided you want to open a franchise, but how do you pay for it? And so I felt like that was really good, not only to get the information, but I feel like I was able to connect with these folks on LinkedIn. And now I have somebody that I can work with in the future to ask questions or perhaps help me in that financing process when you go to actually buy the business. I would say without a doubt, it's worth the money that you pay for the course. Even if you decide to not own a franchise, this will tell you the hidden things that you don't know about. A very expensive lesson would be to just buy a franchise without doing your homework. So this course is your homework. It'll help what lies underneath. And then you can decide, okay, is this a risk that I want to take with my retirement? Is this a risk that I want to take with my savings? And so the cost of the course pales in comparison to the downside risk of not taking it. So I would definitely encourage anybody who's thinking about signing on the dotted line to spend tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands on a franchise. You would not regret the time and the money that you invest in the course.